Willkommen beim Broadleaf Junkie. Lehnt euch zurück, genießt eine gute Zigarre und habt Spaß. Freimaurerei und Zigarren? Wie passt das zusammen? Die Hintergedanken hier sind wohl Gemeinschaftssinn und Wohltätigkeit. Und darüber sprechen Romy und Fouad mit mir.
We're here at the InterTabac, at the cup booth in your little space. Tell us a little bit about you, about your brand. Let's just start, and I figure out some questions along the way.
All right, that'll be great. Should I start? Let's start. Hello, everyone. We're here in Germany, Dortmund, at the trade show at InterTabac. And this is our 10th time at the show. We are in our own booth here, along with other brands here, one more beautiful than the other. As you see behind me here, it says a 10th anniversary. So it's been 10 years in the business. We celebrated our 10th anniversary with something that started nothing but a dream and a passion at our own lodge, where we needed some money for a scholarship, and we tried to create a cigar to sell it among the members of the lodge to collect that money for the scholarship. And not knowing that from that point on 10 years ago until now, we grew so much to be in about 30 countries and over 1,000 lodges in the United States. And the passion keep on growing, the dream keep on growing, which I invite everyone who has any dreams, any passion, act on it. Because if you don't act on it with all the pains that come with it, I will still do it all over again. And you will not succeed if you don't have a pain. We learn from our pain. We made a lot of mistakes, but we learn from those mistakes and we keep on going. We're going up.
You were talking about passion. What brought you being into cigar in the first place?
I'm a cigar smoker since I was 18. So about 44 years ago, when I received my first cigar to smoke, that was from my uncle when I graduated high school. And from that first puff, like many others, I believe, it's either you hate it or you fall in love with it. And I fell in love with that cigar. And I wanted to try more and more as I'm going to find more about this world of tobacco, world of cigars, the society that comes with it, and the quality of people that come the brotherhood or the sisterhood of cigar smokers. And the more I got into it, the more I was in love with it, deeper and deeper, as I said, more and more. So it's like, for me, it was a perfect marriage between me and the cigar world, the cigar society and stuff. And we have here Romy, actually. Come over here.
I am Romy.
So we are in an interview here. So come over, come. The cigar brought us together. I met Romy through the cigar world. And through the cigar world, we got married, and she became part of the Hiram and Solomon brand. And she brought the company from this here to this level.
So it's a big part of your...
So I can talk.
So you would say a cigar is about passion and communication and people?
Absolutely.
And as you said, brotherhood and sisterhood.
Absolutely.
Something I think I could find in your logo too.
Absolutely.
What is this all about?
This is, as you see, it's a cigar that it is themed after the Freemasons, the Masonic stuff. And when we created it, we wanted to bring that, as a Mason, the Mason's philosophy into the cigar and create every cigar to match the name of that cigar, whether within the strengths or the creation of the tobacco inside or the combination of tobacco. The complexity that matches the name that given to that server according to the Masonic philosophy.
So the philosophy or backstory behind the Freemasons is always incorporated for you in working on the blends, on the cigars, and then on the imagery you put on the bands.
Absolutely.
So backstory is a huge part for you when you think about, okay, I make a new blend. I have to somehow fit it in this story.
We have to fit it in the story with the blend, the strengths of the blend, the complexity of the blend, and the imagery, as you said, is that
In masonry, it's all about discovering what we don't know, what a mason doesn't know. So he would like to see a lot of signs, a lot of new things that we should discover. And our cigars were made for people to discover. We like to sometimes say, all right, this is like very booty or spicy, but each stops there. It's up to you to discover your flavor, your palate, your passion while you're smoking. One of the best things they can say about our cigars, whenever you're smoking Hiram and Solomon, if the band is not there, somebody gave you a cigar without the band, you will kind of know it's a Hiram and Solomon cigar. It's not being not modest, I would say, or very narcissistic, but honestly, we work so hard in that kind of destination.
So you also always think about, okay, this is one of our cigars. It has to have a signature taste.
it has to have a signature taste. It has to have a message behind that cigar and the purpose of that cigar.
So storytelling also is part of the cigar blending and of the experience.
Absolutely.
All right. Speaking of discovery, I was in Cuba a couple of months back, and I discovered the sign over many doors. So somehow it is also about discovering new places, because the Masons are all over the world. Your cigars are going there. Thing.
It is. We are all over the world almost. If I say already, we are in all continents, major countries. Of course, the demand is big and we're opening new markets, not because of the Masons, because we love the passion to share with all communities, all different ethnicities, races, all around the world. It's a brotherhood at the end of the day, whether we're Masons or we're not Mason. Any cigar smoker who doesn't speak the language, look, maybe in Indonesia, and somebody's smoking cigar, you don't speak the language. You're in Italy, the same thing. You speak the cigar language.
You have common ground.
It's already
Absolutely.
in itself a common ground.
That does not exist anywhere with anything. Not in a bar, not in a workplace or anything. It's a connection that people have, that just me seeing you smoking cigars, we can strike a conversation for hours and hours. Yeah, and it goes in there, yes.
So right here, right now, on this fair, do you feel some sort of connection? Like instantly?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Connection, not just with the consumer, but with also the manufacturers. At that point, we had all been leveled up. It's one of the businesses that has a lot of support from each other. As you know, a lot of companies who roll cigars, who produce cigars, they have the whole tobacco industry. So if they don't give us that tobacco, we cannot make our cigar either. So again, it's a brotherhood in a way, because if
It's a family.
family, all these businesses,
All these right
out
there.
there in the industry support each other. Wow.
Get a little bit technical here, but you talked about sourcing tobacco and stuff. You are a brand. You work with different companies that grow the tobacco, that roll the cigars, I think.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And those are from all over the world.
I mean, our cigars have a wide range from Brazil to Congo to Mexico to Paraguay, Indonesian, Ecuador, US.
This is Dominican. It's like the new cars, you know. You have a new BMW. It's made in Germany, assembled in Germany. The parts, you know, and this is how it is, and that's the beauty of it. It's a universal connection. Honestly, it is a universal connection. So every crop, every new blend comes from literally We have blends that come from 8 different locations.
And you're both involved in the blending process and creating the taste profile every single time.
Before I met Romy, I was the main person creating that. And when Romy came to the play with her palates being more developed, even as a woman, women have more better palate than men in a way. Maybe throughout century because they were the ones who's cooking or using spices. So they can differentiate that taste better. So she became the main blender of the whole company right now. She has the last call on it, and so far every blend that she created really scored very high with all the smokers, all of them.
I have to admit, I liked this one like 20 minutes ago, and it was an instant change of pace for me because it's creamy, it's mild.
The 3-dimensional cigar on purpose was created on that level. It stays medium at every level, but there have 2 lineros in it with the coho. You burn, it spikes, starts coming up. It has a plateau, it stays there for a few other puffs, and then it spikes again. Created on purpose on that level to give you that 3-dimensional smoke. I don't like to sound philosophical, but even sometimes in wine, your first, second, third sip can be different because of that tannin and that kind. You know, I don't want to be too philosophical. Same thing with this. We made sure it stays medium. We didn't want it. Sometimes people go, maybe it's medium plus. No, it's a medium, but it's a different medium.
Because the Grand Architect is a little bit more laid back. Is this the idea?
The grand architect being the supreme being, that each one of us has different one, but we believe in one supreme being, let's say, and wanting the supreme being to be the merciful person. So we wanted the cigar to stay on that mercy level.
Merciful on your palate.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Would you describe blending a cigar more like cooking or more like baking?
I would say more like even painting. Like
So not in the kitchen, just
in the kitchen, we can have all different kitchens and cuisines in the world. You know, Italy. I'm Armenian originally, so I grew up in Lebanon. I was born in Lebanon, in the Armenian cuisine from the family. In Lebanon, you can eat every day a different dish because Lebanon is very rich in terms of cuisine. Internationally, I had the chance to grow up in a family where we traveled a lot for my dad's business. And then furthermore, I was working and traveling a lot. So I really tasted so many different cuisines. Yes, it has to do a lot with that. The same cayenne pepper that comes from Turkey is different than the cayenne pepper that comes from India, but it's still a cayenne pepper. So it's really a big array, a big wide range. And the age is different. A little bit more of this is different.
I believe every cigar it's an artwork by itself.
Same as in the paintings, you know, we women, we see views of white. I can give you at least 10. We think, give me 2. You go like, this is white, this is not white. Matte.
so artistry, creativity is crucial for you.
Imagination
Yeah.
and the want. You need to know what you want from that blend and what is it created for before you even start talking about blends.
If you go to a museum or sometimes when you go to an exhibition and you see a painting and it's of a nature, I don't know why, maybe it's me, but sometimes I do feel like smells. I know the smell of this place if I was inside that painting. Say,
Okay.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's way beyond that artistry because again, I love cooking. I adore the kitchen, but I always say also there is a subliminal thing that you don't know how to explain to someone when he's not smoking. So when I'm giving you my first steak, tell me about it. What can I tell you about it? You might like or dislike that certain spiciness or woodiness or, right? If I give you that note and you don't like it, you're gonna, no, this is not for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But on the other hand, if you know what a blend is supposed to be, what a blend is supposed to do, you can, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, You can appreciate it anyhow, even though you don't like a specific flavor to it.
Right. But that's you. Most cigar sponsors, they do like to try something they know. And we always invite them to know, don't have that. Like a gentleman now was here. He was telling me, so tell me what is this? I said, I'm not going to slow you because I'm going to explode you if I tell you what is it going to give you. So feel free to discover, to make, or to love. As simple as that. Then tell me if you like it. And I had this experience with a lot of smokers, and they do that.
But don't be in between. Love it or hate it, but don't be in between.
No between. Yes, either you love it or you don't like it. That's it. That.
It has to have a
Yeah.
feeling to it.
And every cigar, I think it's a different experience. I can smoke the same cigar in two different occasions, and it will give me two different experiences. I'm a strong believer in your mood, the atmosphere where you're smoking, where you're smoking, that influence how that cigar is going to feel. Even though it's the same cigar that you smoked 2 days ago, it's a different experience.
Yeah.
What did you eat that day? What did you drink that day? And what you're doing with the same cigar?
Where are you?
Different.
I actually, when you handed me this, I thought for a moment, should I really light it now? Because I know I will not get the full experience when I do it here. And
Absolutely.
yeah. So, how is it going right here for you right now so far?
The best experience that we get from here, it's first we meet with our distributors. It's at the business part. We listen to their concerns.
Let's mark the picture. At you, Nash is nice scenes into a cylinder the little. Let's now on the picture.
Okay.
So I said, we're here also for the business part of it, where we meet our distributor. We listen to their concern. We listen to their comments. We try to learn from their comments to improve. But the best part also comes when we meet people every year, that they come and just to say hello, to give them a hug, give us a hug. And these people that every year that they wait for this occasion to come, not just meet us, meet the brand owners here and have that personal relation, which I think Cigar is created to have that personal relation. Otherwise, it will not exist. This thing does not exist.
I would say it's all about personal relation. I talked to Maya Selva yesterday, and she told me for her, it's every year like this year is New Year's.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I agree with that. We do the same. We'll wait for it. It's not a social event. We forget that we are waiting here for the business. We'd rather
Yeah.
work with everyone here. I don't care if you come to me because you want to do an interview with me or you want to share a smoke with me. As long as you're here for me, for my brand, for the smoke, for the passion. Apart from that, we forget about the numbers and everything. Of course, we want to do great numbers. We have distribution.
Yeah, this is one of the businesses that it has to be run as a business, but at the same time, if you don't have the passion and you don't have that personal relation, you will not succeed. You will not succeed.
What's the feedback you get for your brand, for your cigars, for the imagery? What's the feedback you get?
We say it, you're gonna think we're gonna be, we're not bothers, but honestly, I'd never had one person so far disliking. Maybe they don't like a certain blend, which is in my case.
Which is totally okay, yeah.
You don't like all your blends, Zigarren. But honestly, we are very honored that we feel like people have the urge to come and say to us, we spoke this. This is reminding me, I will never forget. Like a lady came today and she said, my first Hiram Solomon was the traveling man. And I will never forget that. And she doesn't even speak English. It was a sign language. She's from Germany and I didn't speak German. So it was amazing, just now.
But we accept criticism the same way we accept praise. And if you cannot accept both of them at the same level, you're in the wrong business.
You won't learn, and therefore not grow.
Absolutely.
You have anything special in the making where you put your creativity on right now that you're excited about to know that you can put out and show other people in the future?
We're always working on new plans, and I will let Romy continue on that. We have
10th anniversary.
the 10th anniversary. That was one of our biggest projects, but we're working on a project right now for 5 years
Oh, wow.
with the Cameroon wrapper. That so far in this 5 years, we keep on reblending it because we are not reaching to the level where we wanted it to be.
Mastering.
But you want exactly this tobacco to be incorporated in this.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're not finding the right marriage of tobacco that we can create it that we to want it what we want it to be. It's a good cigar, but not exactly what we wanted it. We wanted it's perfect for that moment that we smoked it, but once we're aging it 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, it's not becoming the cigar that we wanted it to be. So we're working on it, reworking on it. It's been 5 years now, and but
But sounds somehow very interesting and not only time consuming, but on the other hand, the German word is spannend, exciting.
yes, it's same as raising kids. We work on it, and hoping that this kid will become what he needs to be, not what we wanted him to be, but what he needs to be.
You have to accept that.
I have one last question.
Sure.
And this is kind of a downer a bit. So you can say, okay, I don't want to talk about it if you don't want to talk about it. But there are many obstacles you in this industry have to overcome because the government think, well, there are some taxes that we can put on them and other stuff. How do you cope with this? How do you deal with stuff like this?
First thing, we don't give up. Let's start with that. We will not give up. The best part is we do invite and hope that everybody does that. Fight for your rights. There are a lot of associations fighting for us. We support them. The InterTabac is the big example here in Europe. And you have BCA, of course, and the Civil Rights of America citing people personally involved. Mr. Rocky Patel, and huge job is doing his best, had even more. He doesn't need to do that. He's fighting. Please support. Just don't watch and scroll. When they ask me to vote, when they petition, please participate. This is how we're overcoming. By becoming one entity. They are fighting for the freedom of
Yeah, each person needs to fight. Don't count on the other person to fight for you. Fight for your freedom, because this is part of our freedom as an adult to smoke what we think it's an enjoyable part of our life, moments of our life.
just talking in social club does not help. Fight, do something.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wenn ihr mehr von dem Shit wollt, folgt mir einfach, liked, teilt, kommentiert, wenn ihr wollt und genießt eine gute Zigarre.